r/AskReddit by Teen Reddit. Reddit, what was the best night of your life so far? Probably not the best night, but it is close to the top. I used to be a bartender. One of the regulars was this cute little hippie girl I'm going to call Mary Jane. Another regular was a cute black gay girl I'm going to call Ellen. One night that I'm not closing, Mary Jane and Ellen are hanging out. About the time I'm leaving, they are closing their respective tabs. We decide to get some drinks elsewhere. This works for me, since I have a thing for hippie girls. I also think Ellen is cute, but she has made it clear on more than one occasion that she isn't into men. After drinks, it is getting late, but Ellen asks us if we want to go back to her house and smoke out. Hell yes. On the way there, we stop at a gas station for smokes and Ellen runs inside. While she is gone, the most stereotypical Mexican car you've ever seen pulls up next to us. The guy in the car asks out his window, in a heavy Spanish Mexican accent, "Hey man, you got two girls?" Honestly, I didn't know what he said, so he repeats himself a bit louder. "Hey man, you got two girls?" I reply with a simple yes, and he asks us to party. Well, now I'm uncomfortable. It has been a great evening so far and I don't want to F this up. I find out later, Ellen is thinking the same thing, and thinks she has a shot at Mary Jane. Then out of nowhere, Mary Jane saves me. She pounces me and we start making out in the car. Dude takes a hint and goes his own way. By now, Ellen has her smokes, and catches us making out. She had no idea what went on just prior. She just sees us making out, and gay or not, she jumps in as well. Score. We finally make it out to Ellen's place and get baked. Mary Jane and I both decide to stay since we were too effed up to drive. Not really, but that is a great excuse. The drugs, alcohol, and making out in the car led to inevitable three-way sex on the living room floor. And that was one of the better nights of my life. And I owe it all to some Mexican stranger. Haha, a lesbian named Ellen and a hippie named Mary Jane. I see what you did there. Now I had the time of my life and I owe it all to you, random Mexican. Probably one night in college when a hot chick that was just a friend of the girl I had been dating told me that said girl cheated on me, then proceeded to strip and give me a lap dance, then sex, then all of my friends walked in on us doing it. I dated her the rest of the summer. Spent the night at the girlfriend's over the weekend. Her mom was out of town. Her best friend also spent the night and around midnight came up and asked to sleep with us, since it was cold downstairs. Then things got good. Jiggity. In the middle of a party at my apartment, my girlfriend at the time convinced her best friend to give me head, then joined, and about halfway through, while about a dozen people watched, do not dump that girl. About 9 or 10 years ago I ate a peach from my grandpa's farm that was so juicy. I had juice running down my arms. It was amazing. I've never had a better piece of fruit. Is this a metaphor for something else? When I took MDMA and had a fivesome in a friend's hotel room. When I discovered fapping. Oh man, I have a lot, but this one is probably the most epic night of my life. Anyway, I'm hanging out at my friend Jeff's one night. We're just in his basement, playing some San Andreas, when he gets an IM from this girl named Ashley who goes to school with us. It was a Saturday and she was just saying how bored she was. And she was like, "Yo, you got a car right?" Jeff's dad lives over in New Hampshire, so he was able to get his license there even though he was 16. Here in Vermont it's 18. Pretty much the only guy our age who could drive in town. So anyway, Jeff is like, "Yeah, I can drive," and Ashley asks if he wants to go to the movies or something, and he asks if it's okay if I go too, and she says, "Yeah, sure," because Megan wants to go too. Megan is wicked hot, BTW. So we get in his car and drive to Ashley's house and pick her and Megan up, then drive into Brattleboro to the theater. Seriously, I had a boner the whole time because of Megan. As we get in the parking lot, Ashley pulls out a bottle of Captain Morgan's that she got from her older sister. Score. So we drank a good amount and went into the theater all buzzed. The movie was Paul Blart, Mall Cop. Pretty funny movie, but I was having a hard time paying attention because Megan was sitting next to me and was just way too hot. About 15 minutes into the movie, I noticed that Jeff and Ashley were making out. I saw Megan looking at me with this awesome look, took her hand and started making out with her, even got to play with her boobs some. Well, Before we knew it, the movie was over. We went back to the car and Megan and I sat in the back. While we were driving back to Ashley's, she gave me my first BJ anyway. It was almost midnight and Jeff's mom was gonna be ripshit. So we dropped off Ashley and Megan and drove back to Jeff's, where we pretty much just talked about how awesome that night was and went to bed. By the way, Jeff claimed that Ashley gave him an HJ in the theater. I think it was bullshit. Just trying to look cool because I got head and he didn't. It was pretty epic. Thanks for watching this r/AskReddit by Teen Reddit. Like, comment, and subscribe. And tune back in soon for another video.